Health-wise, are you fully cleared?
Yeah, fully cleared, yeah.
Okay. No lingering effects?
I'm ready to go.
So what is that going into fall camp where, you just came back and kind of dusting off the rust a little bit?
Say it one more time, sorry.
How was that, coming off of, a surgery in the offseason and kind of dusting off the rust?
Back like I never left, I still feel great. I just had to get cleaned up, so I feel good,
This line added a bunch of size to the offseason. How do you feel like you can compete in the trenches with other Big Ten teams that are also very big?
Size is size. It's more about the technique piece of it, So the offensive lineman got to go, and I got to go too. So we just got to see who wins that rep.
It feels like this defensive line has gone from being like maybe an uncertainty to a strength of this team. Like over the course of this spring, summer, where have you seen this group maybe take the biggest steps forward?
Definitely seen them step into maturity a lot, because I think it's a pretty young group, but I think everybody in this group probably took that next step into maturity and just learning ball and how to handle things out of that.
Where'd you see the biggest step out of Jakeem over the course of the time he's been here now?
Just learning in his playbook more, just staying after hours and just putting extra work in. He's hungry too, so if he's hungry and you see the other guys hungry, then we got a group going.
I know you mentioned that in the spring about how close you and Coach Henny got over the course of your career. Was there a time when you guys started talking where it really just first clicked? Was it an immediate thing between the two of you guys?
Probably when we sat down and had like a personal talk, just learning about him, nothing about football, it clicked us more.
Was that pretty early on?
Yeah, it was pretty early on.
This is me as a person.
Yeah, just an introduction.
I know he had said, I think you might have said too, that you guys both bonded over the fact that you guys were moms when you were younger.
Yeah.
For you, why was that so important? Like, what about the way Coach Henny kind of grew up just clicked so well with you?
Because in this industry, you don't really find a lot of people that's been through the same thing that you've been through. Just losing a mom, losing a grandma, just being the head of the household. A lot of people say that they're the head of the household, but when you actually don't have a mom to go to or a dad to go to, it's kind of hard to find that piece, So just being able to find a coach as hungry as I am and just ready to push me the way that he's going to push me, that's something that really meant the most to me.
How old were you when you felt like you had to step up?
Probably when I first got to college, because when I was, you can get a job at a certain age, so I felt like when I got to college, I took that next step in my life.
And how old are you when you were on?
9 years old.
9 years old. I can't imagine that as a horrible thing to have to get over. What was your life like kind of immediately after that?
Hard, frustrating, but I think everything happens for a reason, and I believe in God, and God led me all the way to here, so it's a reason why all that happened.
Who really helped you kind of help guide you, I guess, after that point?
I had an uncle. He passed last year. My aunt and uncle cousins, they drove me to now. I came from nothing, but I also had a support and love, and that support and love is better than money and jewels, So.
You lived with your uncle?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's his name?
Marcellus. He passed away though.
And why was it that you passed away?
I'd rather not say.
How do you feel like that's all that growing up the way you did shaped you, who you are now?
It shaped me to a person that's fearful, that has an edge, something that when I feel like I can't do it, I just think about the moments that make me want to go harder, because certain people go through certain things in their lives and they have dark moments, but when I think about that dark moment, you got to get in that dark zone to play football, and that's something that kind of get me there,
Well, I know it sounds like your uncle was really a big part of your life. What was it that he did to help you really during that time? What was he like?
Yeah, he was there. Came to every high school game, everything. He got sick when I got to college, and he just kind of been battling my whole career. But like I said, everything happens for a reason. He pushed me. We talked when I was older to mature to understand what he was saying. So now I just think on it, and like I said, it's the fuel to my fire.
You're on this run here. I'm on your run.
How deep are you and Coach Henny getting kind of right off the bat? Is it just like when you guys start talking about your family too? it sounds like he's a guy who's not afraid to get vulnerable when he's talking to recruits. Did that feel like he really trusts you even with that information, like early on?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if that's the first thing you say to somebody, that means you trust them off the bat. And I felt like he trusts me, and I told him how I felt about it, and I told him about my lifestyle. So I trust him as well.
What has he been able to do with you personally, football-wise, that's really made a difference? I know it hasn't been that long in the short amount of time. Where's he helping us?
Probably just learning ball more, because I feel like everybody in this room have attributes, but we got to just learn ball more. Just like the little details, like the O-lineman is over here, and the back's over there. And how can we adjust? What can we do? Just stuff that's off the field about football.
Anyone on this defensive line in particular, over the course of spring, summer, who's like really stood out to you?
That's a hard question, man. I feel like everybody grew as one, so it's kind of, I say everybody.
I know Lincoln was saying on Media Day that Devin Tompkins, he feels like has flown under the radar a little bit. In what ways has he really stood out to you?
I thought he'd been that guy. So, I can't just throw him on the bus. He's the captain on the boat right now. He's leading it. So, I don't really think that's a guy that you can say, because I feel like everybody individually is just doing their part.
Leading it, what do you mean? Like, he's been the most vocal guy?
Yeah, pretty much. You got everybody in the room. He's been here, so I'm just, just listening to him, how he carried the group, and, we just combining together. But he's a guy that's been pushing so far.
What do you see from a guy like Jared on the defensive line?
Dominant. He has a lot of potential to be whatever he wants. A biggest thing can write his own check one day. Like, he just got to keep grinding and keep getting to where he want to be. But I think overall he's elite where he want to be.
Are you gonna play next to him, or
say it again?
Are you gonna play next to him on the D line, or where you position with him?
Wherever they put me, I'm ready to play. Yeah.
How does he kind of compare to Walker? I know you played with Walker.
Say it again?
How does he compare to Walker, to Deontay Walker?
Oh, Deion Walker?
Yeah.
They're both two big humans, but Deion was a great player, and I think John's going to be a great player just like him too.
So this scheme is kind of, I guess, different because it's in the Big Ten. You played in the ACC and in the SEC. How does coming in here, going into a third conference, kind of change your mentality on scheme and your impact in that scheme?
Football's football. I play anywhere almost, so I'm pretty comfortable with playing in any defense.
How are kind of the offensive linemen in the SEC compared to what you kind of saw on TV if you ever watched some of the Big Ten games?
I think they're the same thing, so I can't really compare. Okay, plus I haven't played in the Big Ten, so I don't know.
Was football always a big part of your life, pretty young?
Not really. I kind of grew on football more towards high school. I mainly cared about basketball because that's what I kind of grew up around, and I had a down and out conversation with some coaches about the next thing. I'm gonna be kind of smaller in the NBA, so I chose to come play football to be a normal size.
Was there any? This was when, like right before you were in high school, you said?
About 19th grade, because I was like, I didn't even want to play football my first couple years. I played in middle school, but my love was basketball. So over the time, probably about my 9th, 10th grade year, that's when I kind of took football more into account.
Okay. Anyone in your family play football, or was it always kind of, you guys were a basketball
Yeah,
family?
50-50.
Okay, got it. How close an age were you with your cousins? I know you said you live with them now?
No. I was with my uncle at the time.
Okay. This is different countries.
Yeah, different.
Keeshawn, Jamal was just saying, you guys grew up close together. What does this mean to be kind of like your last hurrah this year? How are you approaching the season?
I'm approaching it very in a different mindset because this is all I got, So every time when I step on the field, I play like it's my last because, this game isn't promising. So I just go out there every day and compete and talking about Jolly. We grew up for a long time. I recruited him when I was at my first school, so I've been waiting to play with him for a long time.
You remember that first conversation you had with Coach Han?
Yeah.
Maybe you can't talk about the details, but what about that conversation said, I think this is the place to be?
A guy that cares, a guy that's going to get me to where I want to go, a guy that's been through what I've been through. So it's just hearing somebody that faced the same adversity as me and a person that also wants the same hunger as that I got, So that's what stood out to me.
And you were talking with Ryan here about your basketball background. Who's a better ball player, you or Devin Tompkins?
Let's be real. It's not on me. Me for sure. I put me first.
If you weren't playing on the defensive line and you tell Coach Riley, what position you want to play at this position?
I probably say tight end. I could block a little bit.
You got good hands.
Yeah, good hands. I had the best receiving yards, 1-for-1, 15 yards, 1 touchdown, 100%. So.
I know this offseason barbecues have been a big thing. Who's the grill master? Ross or you?
No, me. I'm from really down south. I'm from Rocky Mount, so he's from Greensboro. They go out to eat every day. So.
Do you have a preference when it comes to barbecue?
Vinegar based, it doesn't matter.
Have you found a place out there that you like?
It's kind of hard, but I'm still open trying to places too. So.
And then during PLPs and spring practice, was there anything that really stood out to you? This team really has a chance to get this?
Yeah, when people mess up, they go again without someone saying it. So that's something that stood out to me because if you know you messed up and we know you messed up and you want to fix it and you fix it on your own, we got a chance to compete anyway. Hey, how you doing?
All right. Just wanted to talk about, you do a free camp, football camp. What got you inspired to do something like that, especially while you're still in college?
So I came from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, right? I came from nothing. I came from a low financial area. So just being able to give back to the community and, just give back the detail and knowledge that I got, it meant the most to me.
Okay. And what are some of the highlights or what are the things you look forward to during your camp, being a part of it?
First thing is probably the kids leaving with some knowledge. Like I said, growing up, it was kind of hard to go to camps and this and that because I really couldn't afford it. But just being able to get the kids the knowledge and stuff that I took in back to them that I heard from coaches that addressed me about it, just critiquing the matter.
And you transferred, right? The SEC, Kentucky. How has it been so far with your adjustments, making and adapting to being in USC?
I mean, it's cool. I'm having a good time right now. It's a different culture shock, country to city life. So, but I'm still adjusting to it well.
Okay. Speaking of that country to city life, I heard your conversation talking about. You said you haven't found any in LA yet?
Yeah, not yet.
Are you looking? Are you a dry rub person, or you like a particular way you like it?
It's whatever.
Are you into barbecue?
Yeah, I'm barbecue guy for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you do it yourself?
No, I don't. I'm a grilled chicken, oxtail type of guy, steak and
But you
stuff like that.
cook?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, nice. What do you? When do you have time in your schedule to do that?
Probably in the off season. I haven't really did it recently. I did it more in Kentucky because I had like a property that I could grill at, but I've been kind of laying low on it.
All right, this will be my last question. Speaking of off season, what were some of the fun things that you got to do? I know it felt like it probably went by fast, but some of those things that got you prepared and geared for it right now.
Probably just having the football camps for the kids. It's my second one. That was my second one. I plan to have another one next year. Probably just building a relationship with the kids in my community, and probably just building a bond with my teammates.
Any teammates you looking forward to during this season with and doing those conditioning practices with so far?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, how you doing? Okay. It was pretty amazing going into the Coliseum. It's a big Coliseum, and I can't wait to fill it up. I know I haven't been to a game or played there yet, but I can imagine it get really loud, especially if it gets around again. Just stepped on the field really good.
So, what's it been like kind of practicing and preparing kind of for that in the stadium? Have you been preparing for that?
I mean, practice, so I just take every detail in and I just kind of enjoy every practice so far.
If you had kind of one word to describe the legacy of playing in a stadium that is the Coliseum, how would you describe that? What was one word?
Probably legendary. Yeah, I know it's a legacy school, probably just hit them with a legendary word.
And then I was wondering if you could just say Coliseum forever and LA Coliseum, legend shine. If you just say those things, that would be awesome.
LA Coliseum, where legend shine.
Coliseum forever.
Okay. Coliseum forever. Thank you.
So coming in the spring, coming in spring camp, coming to USC, you guys have one strength coach, Benny Wiley, and then now you guys transitioning to a new strength coach. what's kind of the difference between them and what you saw kind of in Benny Wiley and what you've seen now with Coach Carroll?
Definitely two phenomenal coaches, but Coach True's a guy that's bringing the fire right now. He's a guy that's been pushing us, grinding. Coach Wiley did the same thing. So I can't really compare either one, but they're both great coaches.
What is practicing on the beach and stuff do kind of for morale and being in LA like that? Does it kind of help energy and like that?
Yeah, because we're in California. Like some days is really rough days, and being able to have the opportunity to go to the beach and have fun. That's even though it's still a work day, we're having fun on the beach. So that was definitely a great moment.
Who are some of the guys that you see as kind of under the radar? Some guys that aren't talked about enough, whether it's guys that have been here or guys that just came in the offseason.
It's kind of hard. I don't really keep up with that, so I don't know.
And then Coach Henney, he coached, one of the best D tackles maybe ever, debatably. And he was a guy that played under 300 pounds. And of course, that's kind of a conversation that a lot of people talk about. Do you see the kind of correlation between, guys big in size or being, undersized as, kind of, does it matter, I guess, as a D tackle? If you're undersized or if you have, if you're over 300 pounds, whatever it is?
Nah, it definitely doesn't, because you can look at me and Aaron Donald, two different type builds, and you see what he did to the game. So you can't really come here and say is a 6'5" guy better than a 5'11" guy on the D line. That's not true, because I played with a couple guys who was undersized than me, and I thought it was way better pass rushing than I were, or better in a run. So you can't really say that.
How have you enjoyed being in SoCal so far?
It's going good so far. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. What's kind of things that you like to go out and do? You like sunshine, like on the beach,
it's kind of hard, like pop-up shops, something like that. Whenever it's something like that, I try to go out there, be around the community. But so far, I've just been relaxing.
Braylon and Tobias and stuff, you guys have been grilling this summer. Did you have a chance to help on the grill yourself?
No, I have not. But I've been away from home, so I really haven't brought it to LA yet.
Is that not your specialty?
Pretty much when I'm at home, back on the East Coast, yeah. But here I haven't really got the opportunity.
I heard you talk about Aaron Donald. Have you had a chance to meet with him? You had a chance to work out with him? Any kind of advice he's giving you or anything like that?
Not yet, but we ran into each other a couple of times, but we really haven't really talked down about football yet.
So I heard you talk about you were number 9 because of your mother. Can you expand on that a little bit more?
She died when I was a kid. I was his age when she passed away. That's why I wouldn't know.
Do you have a ritual you have before games that's kind of get you going or anything like that?
Nah, I'm a guy that's, when I'm walking out, I listen to relaxed music, but when it's time to go out in the fire, I play some lit music.
So we always, they have team goals, right? You want to win a Big Ten championship, you want to be for national championship. Do you have thought about any individual goals that you want to accomplish this year?
Just being the most dominant player on the field all the time. Just being consistent each rep. Don't take a play off even when I'm tired. Just maximizing my potential. This is my last year playing like that. Talk
about being your last year. You could have been around a couple different schools. What's been your message to some of these young guys as they come in, kind of get their college experience going?
Don't think about the future. Think about what's in front of you, because it's gonna be at a point in time where you're gonna be in my footsteps and you don't have any more time left. So you just take control what you can control, because every day is a promise.
You obviously came into the winter. Did you feel like you needed to step in? I kind of knew that. Did you feel like you needed to step in and be that kind of vocal voice in the
Say it one more time.
Did you feel like you stepped in immediately? Did you feel like you needed to be a vocal voice when you stepped into the defensive line?
Yes and no. I feel like they already got the guys, but I just, for myself, being as a personal goal for myself, I think that's what I wanted to do. So.
Who are some of these guys that we're not talking about on the defensive line? It's obviously you've been telling us really kind of give some love to some guys that aren't kind of necessarily getting something.
You talking about like guys on social media that's not getting recognized? Yeah. I don't really keep up with that.
What about just some young guys who impressed you? Who should be looking out for this year?
All of them, bro. Like seriously, like when I was a freshman, bro, I don't think I could compare to them. I had a slower start, but I think all of them have a chance to be what they want to be.
Why is this the best defensive line group? Probably not in the not just in the Big Ten, but in the country.
Yeah, for sure.
Why is it that?
Why is that? I don't like to be so arrogant about it, but I just feel like we put the work in. And I think it's a thing where we all come together. It's a camaraderie. Like we're like chips, sea salt on top. Like we're that flavor. So I just feel like we're gonna be the group that's gonna be dumb, and we're gonna play together.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you both.
Everyone talks about Coach Keeshawn. Just one real quick question. How anxious are you to get out there?
Really anxious.
And really get out there and play. And I assume, and now you're full go at this
Full
point.
go, yeah.
So, what's it going to be like playing with this team?
You know, it's like everybody that messes with you. I'm just really excited to be on the field with everybody, honestly. I mean, it's not just him, but pretty much everybody.
And do you feel LA acclimated?
Yeah, I'm still adjusting, but I mean, you know, I get that more and more every day.
Do you have your go-to spots? Have you found any restaurants, hangout spots, anything that you
Probably
like?
somewhere new every day. Somewhere new every day. I'm still adjusting still.
You're a veteran. Played on good defensive lines before. How great were this group?
Really good. And I don't just say that because I thought Kentucky had a really good, it's probably the best team I ever played on. I think we had the potential to be really good, just like that. So I just feel like if we keep grinding with it, we all going to have a chance to be the best team I ever.
And how much does the depth help?
Really good.
How much of a difference does that make when you get into like a 4-quarter game and it's still close at the end?
You know, so like with the depth part, I think everybody's in shape, so I don't think the depth part really play a piece. But you know, just being able against a tempo team, like a team that moves the ball fast, I think that'd be a good thing. You know, like 3 and outs, especially if you put a new group in. You know, 2 and outs, a new group in. So that's gonna be very good for us.
And then just one last thing. Everyone talks about the position groups getting connected, but as a defense, how connected are you guys off the team?
Really connected. I think we have something to do like every weekend before camp. Camp starts this week, so I think before camp, I think we like guys who can meet up every day almost. Like I think it's the thing that's we're just building. You know, so.
Who are the ringleaders? Who's the ones hitting the group chat up? Like, hey, we're going here, we're doing that. Like, have those voices kind of emerged?
Everybody, dog. Like, seriously, when I say everybody on the team has something to do or wants something to do, it's everybody that's trying to do that.
And how active has Kamari been about being a leader and being vocal? Because he talked about wanting to be more of that than he usually does.
I mean, I don't know how he was last year. I just got hurt, but from what I've seen from the spring, and I think he's a very vocal leader, and a lot of people respect him on the team. So.